Welcome to our case study analysis. The overview of the case study centers around Beth Daniels, who is the CEO of Veneer Bancorp, which is a bank designed to help serve small business owners. And James, the CFO, approaches her about new expansion plans Veneer has and rolling out their new enterprise IT. And the plans are that Veneer wants to expand to 15 branches and also roll out their new IT that is almost ready. The CFO warns competing banks could lure away Veneer's customers, and doing this would keep Veneer on the offensive. Mariko, however, the chief human resources officer, argues to Beth that aggressive growth is going to stretch Veneer too thin, and she was not convinced that the new IT system would lighten the burden on the employees. She stressed that human touch was what drove growth, and she recalled when they stayed open during the pandemic to help people with their loans. And she's quoted as saying, "Our people are our strategy, and without them happily serving customers, we're just another bank." But recently, employee engagement has been down at Veneer. Absenteeism was up, and the customers were starting to take notice of that. And it leaves Beth with a decision to make if she wants to roll out the expansion and the IT plans or remain status quo at Veneer.
The first question we discussed was, should the Veneer Bancorp move forward with the expansion? Veneer Bancorp's goal is to expand to 15 branches and to have deposits and loan growth 3 times their current asset size of $180 million. As of 2023, there are 33.2 million small businesses in the United States. So there is opportunity for the Veneer Bancorp to continue expansion. Due to the high competitiveness of the financial services industry, we believe that the Veneer Bancorp should continue with the expansion of the bank in order to stay competitive. Because of Veneer Bancorp's focus on customer relationship management, it could attract new customers. Also, if Veneer Bancorp moves forward with advances in technology, they can provide a personal touch to the customers who seek that experience, or also be able to provide service to customers who may not desire that personal experience and prefer a more automated one. The second question we discussed was, should the Veneer Bancorp move forward with the IT rollout? The goal of the IT rollout was to build a loan underwriting system that will apply proprietary algorithms to create a single score that will decide whether a loan or credit line should be approved. After much discussion, we decided that it would be in the best interest for them to move forward. One benefit would be that it would expedite the loan process. There could be up to a 25% reduction in loan processing time, and consumers can get their loans faster, and the Veneer Bancorp can also generate more loans, which could also generate more income. It could relieve the overworked employees. There's also a cost reduction. It can reduce operational costs between 20% and 70%. It can also benefit compliance. It can ensure Veneer Bancorp is following risk-based pricing policies set forward by the board of directors, which are audited by internal audit and federal auditors. It can ensure appropriate interest rates are given and appropriate amounts of credit is lent out to the customer. It takes into account the 4 C's of creditworthiness, which are character, capacity, collateral, and capital, which can help in a person's loan decisioning process compared to their original loan processing, which mainly focused on character. It can also prevent loan losses. AI software can predict the potential loan loss by analyzing historical loans in the past, which have had charge-offs. It can also ensure that the bank's current expected credit loss account, known as CECL, is properly funded according to FASB guidelines.
In order to successfully roll out technology programs, any organization must first identify the structure in which it wants to implement these advancements. In general, there are 3 structural options: a hub-style model, a spoke-style model, or a hybrid hub and spokes model. There is no formula or right answer. It is purely based on the organization's desire and what the organization feels fits them best. Under a hub-style model, the technology or AI capabilities are centralized with a core group of subject matter experts. This model allows for easy alignment as well as standardization across implementation. One negative aspect of this model is that rollouts will likely feel forced and pushed down by management, generating resistance from end users and lower degrees of buy-in. In the example of Veneer, the rollout of the new underwriting system would be led by Bruce, Veneer's Chief Technology Officer, and a select group of team members. Bruce and his team would coordinate the rollout at each branch, ensuring consistency across all branches and users. The next type of model is a spoke-style model. Under this type of model, the technology capabilities are decentralized. Each individual business unit is responsible for implementation, performance, and usage. One negative aspect of this model would be that under a decentralized setup, inconsistencies could be generated across branches if there is not proper communication and coordination. Returning to our example of Veneer, under this model, Veneer would likely have a subject matter expert at each branch and would be responsible for implementation. The last model is a hybrid hub and spokes model. Under this model, the various responsibilities of implementation can be owned either by the hub or spokes depending on the desired results. For example, standardization of usage would likely be best maintained at the hub in order to drive consistency, whereas testing and training would be best handled at the user level within the spokes at each branch. Given these three models, we have decided that a hybrid hub and spoke structure would be best for Veneer. Given that the new underwriting system has already been developed by the Chief Technology Officer, Bruce, he should continue to own and maintain the software. Utilizing the spokes, however, will allow feedback from the end users to reach the hub to improve the system and usage. Utilizing feedback from the end users will help streamline operations while creating buy-in from the end users.
Using the hybrid model for the IT implementation, our first recommendation is to pilot the software at a limited number of branches. This will allow staff to use it, provide some feedback, allowing Veneer Bancorp to make changes in real time and to refine the processes before they roll it out organization-wide. It also allows assessment performance in a measurable way, again, allowing those changes throughout, where it's easier to make changes while they are at smaller branches opposed to doing it organization-wide. So this does reduce some risk. It also allows staff to pilot the software and embrace it and share the benefits with others. The VanCore used the software at one branch and got some feedback that staff felt that those using it did not have any part in planning. So this would allow them to provide that feedback. And then it provides an opportunity to not continue with full implementation if it would be decided that this is something that's not useful. Our second recommendation is training. Training is very important. This can increase engagement and make the change more successful. It sets staff up for success. A lot of times staff doesn't understand why there is a change or what's in it for them. Something that Beth heard was that no one had time to learn this complicated system. Training would allow, again, staff to be more confident in it, maybe see more value in the software. Our third recommendation is to create processes to gather feedback throughout the implementation of the new IT software. Feedback drives change. It provides opportunity for staff to stop, reflect, collect, and share ideas. helps get staff buy-in if they feel that they have an input, allows staff to see that this is a tool and that they would still be able to interact with their clients, hopefully being able to have more time with their clients. It helps the staff also cope with change.
So our conclusion about Veneer is that they should move forward with the expansion and the IT rollout. And our recommendations is to move forward with the IT rollout with a change management plan that includes piloting the software at a limited number of branches first, ensure to provide training, and create a process to gather feedback throughout the rollout. The new IT system has the potential to provide staff with another tool when working with clients, and once the staff is comfortable with the new system, allow staff to spend more time with clients. This would allow Veneer Bancorp to improve their customer service and expand their business as well. Thank you.